Hey, what's up? As you may know, over the summer I shot a short film called Balloons, and along with that I released a behind the scenes video that was about 3 minutes long, but it was mostly just behind the actual scenes. I didn't do a whole lot of post work with it. In this video I want to talk about just the VFX shots that went into this and subtle visual effects, because there were actually 2 VFX shots, and if you go watch the short film, I doubt you'll be able to find them. So let's move over to the computer and take a closer look at this stuff. Because I think what I did is I put it on this big clunky drive, not one of my portable ones, because I figured, oh, I'm done with it. And then I decided to make this video. I can even have it on my lap right here. So the idea behind this shot was I actually wanted to get the earpiece, I wanted to film the earpiece falling out of Brandon's ear all the way to the ground, but I just wasn't able to move the camera like that for some reason and follow the earpiece. So what we did instead is I just said, okay, I'll just try my hand at VFX work and see if that works. So what I ended up doing is making a quick little picture of an earpiece, and I turned that into a PNG, and then I just had it animate to fall down. There's actually a cut in here too, and then once you notice it, it's pretty obvious. And then right here you can see that there is actually this element falling from his ear, and it just motion blurs all the way down to where it meets up. Okay, I'll just wait for this to be done rendering and then I'll talk. How's that? And besides the fact that that's actually just a piece of paper because we lost the actual earpiece that was supposed to go there, besides that fact, right here you can see that from his ear, that's the actual piece of paper thing. And then we cut, and so now the actual piece of paper is on the ground, but we have this animated element. So we animate this little motion blurred piece, this thing right here, and what we do is we just drag it on here, and then we put some motion blur on it until it matched up, and see there, now it falls out of frame, and it matches up with where the actual piece is again. And so the second shot is actually the last shot in the movie, and if we watch through it real quick here, Simone, the girl on the ground, she blinks twice, even though she's supposed to be dead. So all I had to do was draw a mask around her eye when it was open. When she decided to close her eyes, I would just take that plate, put it over her eyes as she was closing and then reopening them, and that was basically it. Then I just had to animate it around DA's hand as he goes like this, down to the ground. So right here, I just dropped the opacity of the mask for a second as his hand was passing over her eye, and then I had it come right back up to 100. And then in the next one, I just had a small little mask around her eye. So that's one thing that I really like about making movies, is the subtlety of it and the nuance. VFX isn't just about doing some big like Marvel movie thing. It can be as simple as something like that. They all serve the same purpose of telling the story visually. Let me announce this before we go. I'm working on a new short film. I won't say that much about it, but I hope to have it done by December, so I can submit it to some festivals and stuff that close in January. I'm not asking for money this time. It's gonna be a small production, but just want to let you know that that's happening, and be on the lookout for some behind the scenes of pre-production. If you're interested in that sort of thing, let me know in the comments below. Here's one other interesting thing that I'll tell you, is that Balloons was obviously very dialogue heavy. This one, hopefully, as I've written it right now, it has no dialogue. If it stays that way, but as it stands right now, there is no dialogue, and that should be a really interesting contrast to something as dialogue heavy as Balloons. But with that said, I'll let you carry on with your life. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.